Hi, YouTube channel. What's up, everybody? That's tuned in right now. If you're watching later. Right now, actually, I just realized this. I am totally kind of faking my mood right now, and I don't want to do that because, actually, quite frankly, I'm not really sounding the way that I feel. And right now, I've got to just really be honest with you on here. The way I feel is very much irritated and agitated because by the time I got this set up, well, I already I didn't feel like going live anymore. And so and it has nothing to do with like my setup or anything. Actually, in fact, before I start playing, I just want to say, since March, I had rearranged the small space about a gazillion times because not because I didn't like my online stage that I created, but simply because, well, I am somebody who needs constant change, and since March, it's been not kind of, not so easy, and so actually, no matter how I arrange things, I have to keep on changing them for me to feel like I want to make music live, for people online. So anyhow, I really did go live so I can play some tunes here. So I'm gonna do that, and I don't know who's watching right now, but say hello if you feel like it. I promise I will not take out my anger on you. um, I've got some songs I could definitely review because I try not to play them too often anyway, and probably will take out my anger on that on some songs. So anyway, this is something that I forgot to do here real quickly, but thanks for tuning in, and let me know if you want to hear something. I will do my best to honor your request if you know my tunes. So, as you probably already know, on the YouTube channel, I can't do any covers, so I can't review any covers on YouTube, but I can most definitely do all my original stuff, which is really perfect because that's the only thing I ever wanted to play was my original stuff. But I got into playing other people's music, and I do that quite a bit when I'm not on YouTube. So there we go. So I think I'm gonna start with my song called "Forgive" tonight's set. So there we go, and I hope that the video speed is doing all right, and hope everything else is gonna work out fine for the set because quite frankly, as a musician, I feel like this should be the least of my worries. All this technical stuff that I have been making myself do the last few months. It's just, I have to say, and it's not that I don't enjoy it, but at the same time, I'm one of these musicians who've been wishing for 8 hours of practice a day. And some people say they will argue and not agree with me, but argue and say, well, musicians shouldn't practice more than 4 hours a day, but whatever. Some of my favorite musicians do, and I still feel like I could never reach that goal, because everything else always comes up first. There's always something that needs to be done, and yeah, I'm just sort of using this time right now to sort of do a bit of self-therapy here before I play my songs. But you know, it is what it is. So, not one of my most positive videos this is going to be, but, you know, that's okay. I think sometimes we all need to realize that we're all just human, and yeah, sometimes we can be more positive than other times, and sometimes we can't. So, and we gotta learn to forgive ourselves first. So this is what this song is about. Sometimes it's hard to forget what belongs in the past. For my own sake, you got to let it go. There's no one in life cause mistake free. Forgiveness and acceptance. Now that God's face shines on you and me, I'll learn to forgive what I cannot forget. Now stop forgiving yourself for judgments that I've made. I'll tell the things I cannot say. I forgive just like God forgives me. The rain washes away all the dust of the pavement. Before the clouds bring water, and it all spectrums at the wind. There's no telling where there will be tomorrow. And once she flies, she doesn't look back, so he dreams. I'll learn to forget what I cannot forget. I'll stop forgetting myself, judgments that I've made. I'll tell the things I cannot say. Maybe I'll forgive you just like God forgives me. I'll let it go, I'll let it step out with me. There's no use of thinking how mistakes might have been. Perfect world's not here on earth. I will learn to forget what I cannot forget. I'll stop forgiving myself for judgments that I've made. I'll tell the things I cannot say. I forgive just like God forgives me. I'll let it go, I'll let it stop by me. There's no use in thinking those things might have been. Perfect world's not here on earth. I'll learn to forget what I cannot forget. I'll stop forgiving myself for judgments that I've made. I'll tell the things I cannot say. I forgive just like God forgives me. I forgive just forgive, and maybe I'm just gonna sing my way out of this technical stuff. There we go. So with that in mind, I'm gonna play one of my super old songs. This is a song that I definitely feel like I have to fake when I play because I haven't felt this way in, I don't know. This is a song of mine that's just so old that I can say I haven't felt this way in like, it feels something like a decade, but I know, I mean really, literally, I know that it hasn't been that long since I wrote it. I'm exaggerating very much, because I probably must have written it within this decade, so, you know, but I just haven't played this one in a while. I know what you're thinking, it's been a while since we talked. But you know this feeling, you won't go away. But I don't want to leave your values, but you're leaving with no choice. In your proud face, in your sweet face, is all I really want. But you want me. Always talk about the weather when it's not so nice. Why can't you say something that matters? Leave that feeling by behind. My heart is breaking for you don't even know. Why can't we talk about the future? I swear only let you go tonight. 'Cause I need with your touch. This was sort of really old song of mine, but I still remember it because actually this was inspired by a feeling that no one should ever feel, and but we all go through it at some point, and hopefully learn our lesson. You know, it's inspired by somebody that I keep thinking I should have never even dated, but not, you know, not in a bad way because I did write a song about it. So yeah, I don't want to really explain it too much. I just feel like this is just a good song to still sometimes have on my list for variety and more kind of variety of different tunes, you know, that I play as I like to. And I think, you know, music is just it's so beautiful in a way that it can be always interpreted. You can interpret the words and like the meanings however you wish and however you want, So, but of course, sometimes with some songs, I think for the songwriter, it's different, and I think that the truth be told, unless you're a songwriter yourself and you write songs that are personal, you just wouldn't understand where I'm coming from, and that's okay, But it's just one of those things. So that's all I'm gonna say about that one. Nonetheless, next up, I guess I would like to go over maybe another old tune of mine would be appropriate here. So this song here is also kind of old. The only thing this next song has in common with the previous one is that um, this was written in a phase of my life that I'm not in anymore. Thank God. I thank Jesus every day that I'm not. Okay. Some people think that we should all get depressed over getting older and all this other stuff, but the truth is, if there was a time machine and like I was offered to get younger by a few years, the thing is, I wouldn't want to do that unless I can take the brain that I have now, the emotional intelligence that I have now, with me. I wouldn't want to go back there, So, but with some of the songs that I like playing still, that I wrote during that time, I still like to play them, I really do. So, without any further ado, here is one of my songs called Won't Climb Down. Say things that you think I believe, but I've heard all before. Not just scared anymore. Yeah, you taste of bed. You're not willing to climb my tree, but I'm gonna climb that tree for you. just to add to everything else I was saying earlier, probably gonna stay on that topic tonight because I think it's the only thing that's gonna keep my mind off the fact that it's election day tomorrow. Please vote, whether you're watching this now or later. Please everybody, make sure you vote. All right, so back to what I was talking about. You know, music has certain type of honesty to it. So what I was saying about, you can only understand everything I just said about a specific song is if you're a songwriter yourself and you tend to write a lot of personal songs. Well, you know, it's because music has such genuine truth, like real truth to it. Like there's gotta be it just one of those elements. So that's when you can really, sometimes you can really tell if somebody is really singing, for example, from their heart, and somebody who's playing from their heart. And I mean, yeah, of course, there's the technical stuff and the technique and all this other stuff, but really, honestly, there's this big difference when I watch musicians, even for me personally, even when it comes to instrumentalists, even people who don't sing. I always am personally drawn to people who um, make every single note feel like something amazing. So um, that's just something I want to add to what I was saying earlier about music and songwriting. So yeah. So here's another original of mine, and this next song is called "Something in Your Eyes," and I think, well, even though this is a love song particularly, but it doesn't have to be because, as they say, uh, our eyes are the mirrors of our souls, and in some way, I feel like, in some way, it is very true, um, particularly. But I think sometimes, of course, when you study humans and like psychology and stuff like that, you also realize, as a songwriter, by the way, I think it's something that um, is kind of important in one way or the other. So, and plus, when I was in school, it was one of my favorite subjects. So I'm sure for many people, it was kind of, you know, but anyway, so without any further ado, here's something in your eyes. But what I was wanting to add to what I just said is pretty much that um, it's not just that. It's, of course, for example, what I just mentioned earlier about emotional intelligence. I mean, there's so many different spectrums and everything to that. And, there's the body language, and how different each individual is, and then sometimes it's the tone of the voice of the person, and all these other things that are sort of like sometimes match in people and sometimes don't. So it's like all these rules, even so to say, they all have exceptions, they all do. Some of us are socially awkward and always will be. It doesn't mean that it means anything. And um, I think pretty much, what's how this whole thing connects with music is just the fact that, because I'm speaking so much about like human emotion and feelings and stuff, music is definitely, of course, we all know that music is one of the best ways to express emotions. So, um, and I'm probably just gonna go ahead and play this song. Um, because there's something else I really had to make a point of, but I just can't. I can't think of it. So instead, I'm just gonna say, recently, who really inspired me. Um, I mean, I have so many different muses, and the truth is, I need different inspirations and muses um, and things like that daily so that I stay motivated. Personally, for me, everyone is different. I hope everyone knows what their like major inspirations are to stay motivated and keep their drive normal. Um, so, and when I say normal, I mean like, everyone's got a different kind of list of goals and stuff that they got to accomplish. And we have to have strong will for that. To have a strong will, you gotta have some kind of inspiration. And anyway, so I wanna mention one name, and it would be Whitney Cummings. Um, recently, just what I heard about what she would say sometimes and stuff. What I heard so far from her is that um, she happens, she really connected with me in some way. I guess I felt really connected in some way because of the things she was saying and speaking up. And then I realized, wow, she's actually a pretty good representative of my generation of women, and then, and such. So just the way that she speaks about things so very much straightforward and honest and just basically just right there, and really really admire that, and it doesn't matter if it's a musician or uh, somebody who makes art or whatever, but yeah, somebody who can just really kind of really speak that truth like that boldly, and always speak that truth. Um, is always is going to be always somebody that really really inspires me, and I admire, even if I don't agree with them on everything, and I don't think, as diverse human beings that we are, I don't think any single individual can agree with another on everything. I mean, this is why I think we all have to think of lists when it comes to friendships, and especially relationships, but even friendships, that we have the most important kind of most important things kind of there. Um, so for me personally, I just finally realized that, I really want to connect um, with more musicians like myself, and I always have. So, and it's not, I don't think, some of my friends that I've been friends with for life probably think, oh, well, maybe I'm being really closed-minded or narrow-minded, but no, I just really think sometimes there's not enough time in a day to, um, like, connect with everybody all the time, and as important as human connection is, and I'm talking about human connection now, yeah, in the middle of basically, we're still in the middle of the pandemic, and but it's important for everything, no matter what you do, and so I guess I'm just bringing that up because um, if I had to regret something, because I'm so not being the optimistic self today in this live feed, and about to play this song called Something in Your Eyes, but if anything, the only regret I really have is I kind of haven't really made the time to connect with as many musicians as I wanted to. But the thing is, we're all have the right to be picky, you know, and I personally am glad, at least before the social distancing and everything, I made time to connect with as many as I could have possibly in my free time, but just not as many as I wish to have. And don't get me wrong, actually, there are some musicians I want nothing to do with. And I hope they're not watching right now. I'm sure they're not, because they probably are not on my YouTube channel. But yeah, but most musicians I like connecting with, because it's all about that human connection and kind of exchanging ideas about certain things sometimes that really keeps you motivated. Okay, so I'm going to mention one more person who did inspire me, kind of, and help me get out of the funk, kind of, because before we all started to sort of get back to normal, you know, there's times when no matter how good you are at staying positive, you know, a time like this, you are sometimes going to get depressed. It doesn't matter if you're blessed and you're fine, and it doesn't matter, because the times like this can be pretty depressing. And so, so I found this. I happened to find this one guy on Instagram feed where I think he's busking in a place called Bath, I think is the city's name. But anyway, he mostly busks there, and his name is Matthew Lennox. And I thought to myself, I think I might have even met this person at some point, because I have met tons of people, interesting people, and sometimes the best people you meet are these people who are sort of in a hurry, just like you are. And, so you don't necessarily remember all of them. But anyhow, check out this person if you haven't heard of him, Matthew Lennox. And yeah, you probably will enjoy some videos of him playing on the streets. And, I just really was inspired, because it's like, somebody else out there who is um, sort of giving busking a good name, because it seems like every time I look around, I think to myself, well, there's still people who don't understand busking. And oh boy, I don't really want to go into this topic right now, because I witness it every day sometimes. And so my view is, like, I know it's our responsibility to try to educate everybody, but you can't really tell a fool. Basically, like the Bible says, you can't teach a fool something. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not going to start an argument or a debate with somebody that I think, has a different opinion about busking than I do. So I'm not going to do that. But anyway, I promised the song next. I'm going to play the song. I gotta get myself some green tea that's probably cold by now, but it's alright. Oh boy. So, yeah, I know I'm saying a lot in this video about a lot of different things, but I'm going to be watching this one back, because recently I really started to realize that, another thing about us creators of videos and stuff like that is that, really honestly, people want to watch what you are excited about, and I think that's the rule about creating anything, any kind of creative work. So you got to basically want to be entertained by whatever you're making. So here is Something in Your Eyes, which is a love song, but I don't know if I feel about it that way anymore, since it's been a while since I've heard this song. So here we go. Wonder if you still get to know me. So then I look into your eyes, they tell me so. I wonder if I made a mistake, not letting you know. Will we walk in the other day? How much it is for me? I didn't think I would share this, but I could see it. Something in your eyes tells me you can't be. Something in your eyes tells me you won't. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes, you tell me, hey, I don't give affection as much to you with love. And then I'll be fooled by a child. Then I told you that day I want you to stay just a little longer. Something in your eyes tells me you care. Something in your eyes tells me you something in your eyes. It's something, everything I need. Something in your heart, something in your heart. It's something, everything I need. There's not just a fantasy. There's a chance for you and me. Something in your eyes tells me you can't wait. Something in your eyes tells me you love you. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes, keeps telling me everything I need. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes, keeps telling me if I need it. Alright, well, this next song I'm gonna play, I have to play it because this next song is really about that we should all do in life what we are most passionate about, and that should be the main focus. So, some people can, of course, do many different things and succeed at all of them. There are those of us who can't, but I think for most people, just gotta focus on one thing or two things, and in order to, feel satisfied in that field. So this is another meaning for this song. Every time I introduce this song or talk about this next song, I try to say something different, because one song is about so many different things that I feel like are missing between the lines, and that is why I like to say different things, hopefully every single time. Sometimes I say the same thing, but when I do say the same thing about a particular song, it just means that it has this particular message that is more important than any other that the song is carrying. So that's the only reason why I ever say the same thing about a specific song. Do you ever wake up and wonder what you do this for? If it's not for your real life's purpose, so why do anything at all to make it seem as if you pray? Don't let me be your God. a chore. Things I used to feel joyful seem like such a bore. Just that time to they call it hobby, to a real job. They got passion deep within your heart. You gotta change what makes you happy. Your life makes you feel alive. Then you know you're meant to do what you like. So make a change today. Make a change today. Seems that we won't love everything does, but our souls, yeah. So make a change that makes you happy in your life, makes you feel alive. Then you know you answer to what you like. So make a change today. Make a change. Make a change today. So my song "Make a Change," you probably heard this one, and I gotta play a few tunes on my keys here, but I might do one more ukulele song. I hope you're doing well tonight. Say hello if you're watching now. Feel free to say hello. If you're watching this later, thanks for tuning in. Always appreciate your tuning into whatever kind of show I'm doing. Tonight just happens to be pre-election day, so I'm not talking about it, but I am talking about other random things tonight. So anyway, I'm just getting my keyboard on right now, so I'm talking to you about this. But as I said earlier in this video, please make sure that you vote. You know, I know that some of us are kind of sad that it's a two-party system. You know, it really, I really believe we need to have more than just two choices. You know, I really strongly believe that. That's all I'm going to say. No, not going to say anything else about this specific topic. I'm gonna probably play one more ukulele song, and then gonna give you some keyboard tunes tonight. So let me see, which one do I want to finish on? I guess you know, there's a winter song I've been bringing back, but I don't feel like playing it right now. So maybe let's see. I thought about playing that one, but it's too loud and I don't feel like playing it. All right, so this one I'm gonna do. Well, I could finish on Music Soul, which is such a cheerful, happy song of mine, and since I've been talking so much in this video, maybe I should talk about the song, but I don't know. Music Soul is just a fun song in some way, like some of my other fun tunes that you might have heard. Speaking of fun tunes, actually, maybe I'll do two more ukulele tunes for this evening, because this one right here needs no explanation, and I kind of feel like I should run over it because I don't play it too often. So here we go. Baby, fun tune. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll go through different phases in life, and everyone should feel like, we all should feel like it's fine to have, different phases in life that don't conform to society's expectations and standards. It's not about the society, it's about you as an individual. And um, this all goes back, what I'm saying is going back to the fact that this is why this election is so important. We got to make sure that the progress we made so far as humans is not, is not taken backwards, but rather that we keep moving forward and, look and see and celebrate the fact that we had come so far. We had come so far as humans, but looks like we still have so much to go to really feel like we actually had come to a place of acceptance and peace and true freedom that really lies in accepting people as they are, for who they are, for who people choose to be. And yeah. Well, here's Music Soul because I promised it. So here we go. Make no loser around that field. Weird thing of thinking, city. Good night is full of melodies. Yeah, it is the soul in my soul. I play the cello, my past life. You play the whole last thing on the stop. Give you some soul, baby, again. Give some soul, baby, again. Oh, please again. Please again. Please again. Classical music is so serious, I see. Play country tunes without the label. I've been into my music since I was 4. Hey, music so like my soul. Play the cello in my house. You play the home for the sing orchestra. Hey, music so let me again. Music so let me again. Oh, we again. We again. I play with all my ukulele and sing your face loud. Yeah, music so I use my soul. I play cello my pasta. You play the whole same orchestra. Yeah, music so let me again. Music so let me again. Oh, we again. We All right, well, it's time for some keyword tunes. So that was Music Soul. The beauty of writing fun songs that are more lighthearted in nature and less serious, the beauty of those songs, I just want to say, is that they can mean anything. I mean, I can sing the same songs, 30 years from now, probably, or I don't know, or if I live to be 100, which I don't know, I could still make that song mean something to me, you know what I mean? So that's the beauty of fun songs and why I feel like I will never grow tired of writing fun tunes. unlike the serious ones. I like writing serious songs sometimes from time to time, but it's just sometimes you can't always like sing them years later and think, all right, well, this means something. But anyhow, all right, let's see here. Get on my keys and play a few tunes. So, all right, maybe I'll remove this stand because I really don't need it just kind of right now. Because I play all my songs from memory, unless it's new, something or whatever. And play a few tunes. Let me know if you want to hear something. Okay, I really should turn up the heat in this place, man. All right, so how about Written in the Stars and Wings of Our Melodies and Balance? I'm just thinking out loud about what I should play here. So kind of thinking maybe of playing a guitar tune, but I don't know. I wasn't really planning on playing guitar in this live feed, so I'll start with. Why don't I start with Wings of Our Melodies? I don't start with that song too often, so here we go. From town to town, round and round every night. From cloud to cloud, I love the way it feels to go up on stage with you by my side. Exciting life we live now, yeah. And what an exciting life we live now with someone new. I never thought I could imagine the way it feels to be so free. The way you hold me in your arms now. It's like floating on the wings of our melodies. It's like floating on the wings of our melodies. Yeah. Every night between our gigs, you're just a little sweet. And I can count you through everything. And shining by my side, you've been that so many times. I've got an angel on my side. I never thought I could imagine the way it feels to be so free. The way you hold me in your arms now. It's like floating on the wings of our melodies, yeah. It's like floating on the wings of our melodies. Our melodies, yeah. Few more cards left to play, and then we'll be on the way. Record music in our studio, making music all day and night long. I never thought I could imagine the way it feels to be so free. And the way you hold me in your arms now. It's like floating on the wings of our melodies, yeah. It's like floating on the wings of our melodies. It's like floating on the wings of our melodies, yeah. the stars in hand side by side. The stars, 'cause all that's all time. The stars in the stars are the stars, the stars, the stars you leave hurting turn to me. It's in the stars that you love me. It's in the stars you were meant for me. I can see in the stars and side by side. In the stars 'cause you are never lost. In the stars 'cause you are never mine. So you said your special time. In the stars, the stars. We won't pursue all enemies. What's in the stars is the same. And the choices that you make. Say me and that's okay. You're meant to be that way. You're born to make me take with me, yeah. The stars in hand side by side. The stars 'cause you are never lost. The stars 'cause you are never mine. So you said your special time. The stars in hand side by side. The stars 'cause it's all the time. The stars in the stars you are. The stars, the stars, the stars. And that was written in the stars. And next up is gonna be my song called Thank You. So thank you for giving me lots of watch hours on my YouTube channel. I don't know yet. I was gonna actually say this towards the end of this video probably. So for now I'm just gonna play this song. So here we go. Thank you for the encouragement, your kind words go far. Just like blessing when I need you to believe in me, just the way you do. I can feel heaven when you lift me up. Thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for always loving me, for just the way I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, yeah. So when I get it means so much beautiful energy through my way. 'Cause so far you give me something I thought I'd never find. I guess it goes way beyond words on tonight, I just want to say thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for always loving me, for just the way I am. Thank you. Thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for always loving me, for just the way I am. Thank you, 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 thank you. So you make me feel limitless, like I can travel to the highest sky. You make me feel like I can fly. Most importantly, you make me feel myself. Every time I learn to feel, become more alive. Thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for always loving me, for just the way I am. Thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for always loving me for just the way I am. Thank you, 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 thank you. Oh, right. So I did mention that I was going to play my song called Balance. I just realized, I don't know if I mentioned any other ones that I might forget to play tonight, but we'll see. So, alright, so here's Balance. When love is gone and everything else gone, you can truly feel you're the haunted. Songs that the birds sing are the voices of the angels, yeah. Yeah, balance is all we all need, and I choose I confuse. Balance that it brings, even on stage, we're still balancing. Shaking what I can, only if it comes from my heart. Balance is all we all need, yeah. Balance is different from everyone. Yeah, balance, 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 yeah. Balance, 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 balance. When I was younger, you and I had 3 times how long it is. Seemed like an hour. I'm going to college like my parents wanted me to do. Most people in college like the streets that I try not to. You gotta have good friends to get me through, yeah. Balance is all we all need, and I choose to live with this. The balance that it brings. Feel when I'm on stage, I still feel the same. Shaking what I can, only if it comes from my heart. Balance is all we all need. Balance is different for everyone. Balance, 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 balance. Balance, balance, balance. And we've forgotten what that means, yeah. Balance, 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 balance. World pushes you to keep on going, work until you break your back. Look at the slave ships and we're not gone yet. Balance is all we all need, and I choose to live for peace. Balance that it brings. Feel when I'm on stage, I still feel the same. Shaking what I can, only if it comes from my heart. Balance is all we all need, yeah. Balance is different for everyone. Balance, 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 yeah. Balance, 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 balance. Balance, 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 balance. Balance, yeah. So it's my song called Balance, and next up I think I'd like to play my song called Innocence. Never a song, only flat when I keep you for the piano. I give you a reflection of you. Will always be free and pure. And I celebrate all that's beautiful, pure. Innocence always valid. Innocence is forever. Innocence is the key insecurities and old debts. Jesus makes us feel when we repent and sin no more. Let's celebrate all that is beautiful and pure, innocent soul and its godly. Innocence is forever, innocence is the key to be free, to be free, to be free, yeah, to be free. All the stars in the sky shine so bright, got the earth full with light at night. Let's celebrate all that is beautiful and pure, innocent. All is godly, yeah. Innocence is forever. Innocence is the key to be free, to be free, to be free, yeah. To be free, to be free, to be free, to be free. So I guess I'm gonna leave with this song tonight. So this is one of those songs that can have a different meaning as well for everyone. Every single person kind of can really take it a whole different way. Even though this song was that I just played, it was sort of inspired a little bit by that old song by Enigma. So just kind of like that sound. But at the same time, I think kind of balance in this song kind of sort of, they were written, I wrote them kind of very close together in time. So they kind of bounce off each other a little bit, even though every song I write personally, I enjoy writing completely different songs. I don't like to stick to a particular sound. And I really like just writing whatever feels right at the moment. Even if that means that in a couple of hours I'm not gonna feel that way anymore. I feel like this is what music is all about, writing music especially. So, but once again, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot that you give me more watch hours on my YouTube channel. I appreciate that. And comments and subscriptions and likes, they all mean a lot to me, and I will keep saying that. So even if I already have 1,000 followers, or if I'm still like on my 50th follower, it doesn't matter, because this stuff right here is more than that. It's about utilizing this YouTube channel to make music from my heart, and that is going to be the main goal, and I'm going to stick to it. So as much as possible. I don't know if I'm going to keep this whole video or if I'm going to kind of cut some of the talking out. I haven't decided yet. Good thing is, actually, YouTube gives you that option of kind of shortening it and making, you can still keep you alive if you want to, and so that people later can watch it, but you have a choice of cutting some stuff out. You can't really, when it's live, you can't really edit because it's a live video. So what goes on, you know what I mean? So I think I had stuttered more than I had stuttered in any other of my videos in my talking this evening. But like I said, this whole is about just being really truthful to, all comes from being truthful to my music here. And stuttering is human, and I just think that it will just add to the variety of videos I have on here. If I decide to leave this one up, that's what I'll do. So what else I wanted to say here? I guess I guess I kind of, I wish I could play some more music, but I kind of did this live a little later, so and I didn't want to really make it a 2 hour thing or anything. So when I go live nowadays online, I think I learned from back in March. Um, One thing I learned for myself is that basically not to give any concerts that are 2 hours anymore. I don't want to get into it and say why and explain, but it's just, it just seems like 2 hours is too long to be staring at a screen um, while playing music that has so much life in it, you know. So I guess I sort of explained it a little bit, but not too much. So anyhow, I hope you had a good evening. I hope that everybody votes, and I'm wishing you all a peaceful week, a safe week, productive week, you know. Um, and basically, I'm wishing for everybody whatever things you're wishing for yourself, I wish for you, because that's what I wish for everybody else to wish for me, is for the things I wish for myself. So um, let's all be kind to each other. Doesn't take anything at all to be kind, and get through this time. Hopefully, more than just get through it, but um, thrive. Yeah. So um, I will say good night for now, and I'll see you all next time. So, thanks for watching.